Does God reward after trials? What history reveals? Have you ever asked yourself this question in the darkest moments of your life? If God is merciful, why am I being tested like this? Why do sincere people suffer? Why do hardworking souls face repeated failure? And most importantly, does God truly reward after trials, or is that just something we tell ourselves to survive pain? Today, we will not answer this question with emotions alone. We will answer it through history, faith, and real human stories that changed the world. Because history does not lie. And history clearly shows one powerful truth. No great reward ever came without a great trial. The universal law of trials. From the beginning of human existence, trials have been a part of life. Every civilization, every prophet, every reformer, and every successful individual faced moments when giving up felt easier than continuing. Why? Because trials are not punishments. Trials are preparation. Just like gold is purified by fire, human souls are refined through hardship. If life were easy, character would never grow. If success came instantly, gratitude would never exist. God does not test to break you. God tests to build you. What history teaches us about trials and reward. Let us travel through history. Not fantasy. Not myths. Real people. Real pain. Real rewards. Prophet Adam, as the first trial. The story of humanity begins with a trial. Adam, as was placed in paradise, then faced loss, regret, and exile. Imagine the pain of leaving heaven itself. But did God abandon him? No. After repentance came forgiveness. After loss came guidance. After hardship came the beginning of human purpose. The lesson is clear. A fall is not the end if repentance follows. Prophet Noah, as patience beyond imagination. Noah, as, preached for 950 years. Almost no one listened. He was mocked, insulted, and rejected by his own people. Imagine calling people to truth for centuries and seeing no results. Yet he never stopped. And then came the reward. When the flood arrived, truth prevailed. Falsehood was washed away. Noah, as, became a symbol of patience forever. History remembers him not for rejection, but for endurance. Prophet Abraham, as, tested in everything. Abraham, as, was tested in faith, family, fire, and sacrifice. Thrown into fire. Exiled from his homeland. Ordered to sacrifice what he loved most. Every test pushed human limits. But what was the reward? He became the father of nations. His name is honored across religions. His legacy still shapes the world. The fire did not burn him. The trial elevated him. Prophet Joseph, as, from prison to palace. Perhaps the most powerful story of delayed reward. Joseph, as, was betrayed by his brothers. Thrown into a well. Sold as a slave. Falsely accused. Imprisoned for years. At every stage, he could have lost hope. But he trusted God. And then, suddenly, everything changed. From prison to palace. From slave to ruler. From forgotten to remembered. The very brothers who betrayed him stood before him powerless. History teaches us this lesson clearly. God's plan works silently, but perfectly. Prophet Moses, as, victory after fear. Moses, as, was born under threat of death. Raised in the house of his enemy. Forced into exile. Afraid to speak. Yet God chose him. The sea parted. Oppression ended. A nation was freed. Fear did not stop destiny. Trials prepared leadership, Prophet Muhammad. The greatest example. If trials were a sign of rejection, then why was the most beloved of God tested the most? Orphaned in childhood. Mocked, attacked, and boycotted. Stoned until blood filled his shoes. Lost loved ones one by one. For years, success seemed impossible. But patience changed everything. From persecution to leadership. From a small group to a global civilization. From rejection to honor. Today, billions follow his message. History confirms this truth without doubt. The hardest trials often. Why does God delay the reward? This is where many people lose hope. They say, I pray, but nothing changes. I try, but I keep failing. I wait, but doors stay closed. But delay does not mean denial. A seed buried underground might think it has been forgotten. But darkness is part of growth. God delays because you are still becoming strong enough. Your heart is being purified. Your patience is being tested. Your reward is being protected. Instant success can destroy unprepared souls. Modern history proves the same law. Look at modern figures. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison before freedom. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before success. Abraham Lincoln lost repeatedly before becoming president. Pain did not stop them. It shaped them. History does not remember comfort. It remembers perseverance. Trials are signs of attention, not abandonment. A powerful truth many forget. God tests those he cares about. When life is smooth, people forget God. When hardship comes, souls awaken. Trials bring humility. Trials bring prayer. Trials bring transformation. Sometimes God breaks your plans to build your destiny. What should you do during trials? History teaches us 3 keys. Patience, because storms always pass. Faith, because unseen help is real. Action, because trust requires effort. Cry if you must. Rest if you need. But never quit. Because the moment you give up might be the moment before change, the final truth history reveals. Every prophet was tested. Every righteous soul suffered. Every lasting success was delayed. But not one sincere struggle was wasted. Not one tear went unseen. Not one prayer went unheard. God's timing is perfect, even when it hurts. So if you are struggling today, if life feels unfair, if hope feels distant, remember this historical truth. After the darkest night comes the brightest dawn. And when the reward finally arrives, you will realize. The trial was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to define.